The captain of the Special Forces team actually let the new recruits train their drill instructors. It was something no one had expected. The new recruits never thought they'd have this day, a chance to train their devil instructors and return the torment they had endured. The instructors knew they couldn't escape and had to accept the recruits' revenge. Even the police dogs immediately defected, sitting obediently in front of the new recruits. When even the dogs turned against them, the instructors felt a bit intimidated, especially the older ones who worried they might not be able to endure it. The instructors next to them quickly offered reassurance, saying they couldn't give up or they'd be looked down upon. The others also refused to back down. Although the new recruits were happy now, they knew it was just for one day, and the instructors were still threatening them, scaring the recruits a bit. But they had already made up their minds. Even if they faced retaliation later, they wanted revenge now. The squad leader immediately gave the order, a 20-kilometer cross-country run first, just to warm up the instructors. Then they threw the instructors into a mud pit and had them do sit-ups while holding logs, which left the instructors gasping for breath. The new recruits, however, continued to mock them. Faced with the taunts, the instructors were helpless. Training in the mud pit was something the new recruits had gone through, and now it was the instructors' turn to suffer. The recruits felt particularly satisfied and even cheered the instructors on, telling them to make their movements more precise. This went on until evening. The new recruits sat aside playing cards while the instructors carried tires and ran 20 kilometers. In the final sprint, the recruits were impressed by the instructors' speed despite a full day of training. One recruit thought it was pretty ordinary, considering that these instructors had undergone special training and had strong physical fitness. But the other recruits were more ordinary and couldn't help but marvel at how amazing the instructors were. The instructors roared as they charged to the finish line. Their speed was so fast that the recruits suspected cheating and were ready to check the tires. When one of the instructors arrived last and fell to the ground, the recruits knew there had been no cheating. The lagging instructor had slipped, and the recruits rushed over to help, but the instructor refused. It was just that he was too old, but he still charged to the finish line. Although he was old, he didn't need help. The overall instructor was also moved and stood at the finish line shouting slogans, cheering him on in this way. In the end, he made it to the finish line and proved himself. Now it was the instructor's turn to taunt. They told the recruits to keep playing. Some recruits thought it was better to let it go, fearing even harsher retaliation later. But this recruit wasn't willing to let them off the hook. He thought it was a good opportunity and actually made the instructors return the tires to their original positions.